Radio 1's
Greatest Hits.
Fun fact about that, I actually had No Doubt's album when I was, I don't know what age, maybe like 8 or something, 10, and I used to perform dance routines to some of the songs to my parents in the front room, like make them sit down and take a ticket and everything. It's good.
Can you still remember the dance routines?
No, definitely not, but I'm sure one will come to me.
I was going to say, I felt like you were freestyling during No Doubt just then. That wasn't choreographed.
No,
you
none
were
of
just
that.
feeling the music.
Hello, Matt and Molly are here, by the way, if you didn't recognise them.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Very good. Very good. I'm loving the tune. What a tune that is, though.
It's so good.
It's a big one. You've had some big ones on today.
Mate, they've been lovely. I've actually physically been dancing around the studio.
And
real.
there's pretty much a whole weekend of this, right? It's greatest hits back to back over the whole weekend.
Yeah, there's no escape from the hits.
Oh, nice.
So good.
So what's on your show? Hits?
We've got my favourite thing we've ever done ever.
Right.
I know that's a big statement.
That is.
But Bryan Cranston, who is my favourite actor, he's the guy from Breaking Bad and Godzilla and all sorts of stuff, Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
He came in to do an interview with me and Molly, and we got him to prank Molly, and it is so good.
That's why you loved it so much, because he's your number one actor.
Yeah.
And then pranking me was just the cherry on top, wasn't it?
It's a dream come true. We didn't know whether Bryan would go for it, and he went for it, and obviously
he went in.
He's a really good actor, and
Success.
boy does he play the role we gave him later on. You can hear it at 1:40 today.
Oh, I'm excited.
Trust me, it's something you need to listen to.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston pranking Molly from the Saturday.
Love that. A good, successful prank.
It was too successful, Maya, literally.
Oh, no.
I'm quite embarrassed about this, but I've just got to go with it because it was so good.
It was crushing in a way, wasn't it?
It was really crushing.
Yeah.
Well,
My
I'm glad it
dream's
happened.
broken.
Now you're going to have to get Matt back, basically.
Tell me about it.
That's what happens next.
I know, right?
Well, that is why I've arranged for you to no longer do any more shows at Radio 1 as of tomorrow.
And that's it.
You got 24 hours.
That's where it ends.
I'll do it.
Matt and Molly in at 1. See you guys.
Cheers.
Bye. That was Superorganism. You're listening to Matt and Molly.
Before that, we have Martin Garrix and Dua Lipa, and also Mabel and Notes.
You looking forward to the show, Matt?
I can't wait. I think it's going to be a good one. Bryan Cranston pranking Molly
Oh, gosh.
in about half an hour.
Also got music that sounds like this.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22, and I've changed my Wikipedia article accordingly.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 2, which is good because we're playing Be Young Jumanji, and I need a nappy change.
And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like this format of joke isn't going to work for BB Rexa.
Radio.
That was Shawn Mendes. Oh, I love that song.
It's really good, isn't it? In my blood.
Matt Edmondson and Molly King.
Hello, you. Happy Easter weekend. You all right, Molly?
Very well, thanks. And you?
Yeah, good. Really excited we're getting to an extra show together this week.
Yeah, are you being nice here? Because it feels weird.
That feels like the polite thing to say. I don't care either way. So, big show today. So much happening. We should dive in first, though, by saying hi to you lot. If you want to say hello back, 81199. We're keen to know what have been your high points, what have been your low points of the week. Molly, kick it off.
Okay, so my high point was definitely meeting Bryan Cranston.
Oh, yeah.
He's such a dude, isn't he?
What a nice guy.
What a nice guy. When he walked in his suit, I thought, wow, you are a Hollywood star.
He's got a real sexy voice as well, which you can hear later on.
Yes, you can. My low was the prank, but it was from Bryan Cranston, so I'm okay to be pranked by him. Being pranked by you, though, that was the low.
Yeah, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth.
It really is.
Here's the thing, right? I know that on Radio 1 we say all the time, oh, you've got to listen to this thing later on. You've got to listen. And we normally mean it, but sometimes you think, that wasn't worth listening out for. This is half an hour's time. Make sure your radio is on. Bryan Cranston, Hollywood star of Breaking Bad, my favourite actor, delivers the performance of a lifetime and really gets Molly.
Oh, Matt, what are your high and lows?
Well, firstly, I'm very excited about hearing that back. Highs and lows. Let me start with my low, which is that yesterday I went to the supermarket with a shopping list of 3 items. Milk, eggs and broccoli. I was making myself a toad in the hole, right? And boy, did it come out good. I don't want to brag, but I make a very good toad in that hole. Anyway, the low was, went out to get
Broccoli?
it. Yeah, because I have a bit of a side of veg with it, right?
Oh, of course.
So I got the sausages, the batter, and then I was doing carrots and broccoli. I had carrots, didn't have broccoli. I went out, drove to a supermarket, came back, realised I'd forgotten one of the 3 things I was meant to buy.
no.
I got the milk and the eggs, hadn't got the broccoli. But that leads me then to my high point, which is that I went back to the supermarket, They had one broccoli on the shelf. It didn't have any labelling on it. I tried to use the self-scan. They didn't have a thing where you can look up the item if you can't scan it, right? Didn't have a barcode. You can look it up. They didn't have it on there. And so the guy working in the supermarket was like, just take it. Have it for free.
For you, that must have felt like Christmas because I know you hate opening the purse strings.
Proper cashback for me. Free broccoli doesn't get better than that for me. Seriously, you need to stick around with this Bryan Cranston thing. It's happening in less than half an hour here on Radio 1. If you're stuck in the car, stick with Radio 1. You are going to love it, all right? And if you're not in a car and you've got to go and do something, cancel those plans immediately. Well, what a lovely surprise this is. Some new music. Sprung upon us by The Weeknd in time for Bank Holiday Easter weekend. He's good with his branding, isn't he? Can't fault him on that.
He really is.
That is Call Out My Name.
Well, I'm going to call out your name, Matt, and other people have been calling out your name, actually.
Very slick.
Wasn't that smooth?
That was really smooth.
From me, actually. That was quite good. Okay, we've had a text here that says, "Hi there, I honestly think everyone's unfair to Matt. I'd rather go on holiday with him and stay on budget than go bankrupt."
Thank you very much, Morgan.
That's from Morgan.
Thank you. Yes, there have been some complaints that I'd be a bad person to go on holiday with for two reasons. One, really tight. Two, not that keen on holidays. But me and Morgan are going away. We're going to stay in a hostel together. Right, let's get into some of your highs and lows. My highlight today was when me and my colleagues ran around the office in our underwear throwing satsumas at each other. We love our job, says Chrissy. So nice to see that someone is sticking to one of the classic Easter traditions there, running around the office throwing a satsuma at someone.
What a great way to spend a day.
Exactly, that's what Good Friday's all about, guys.
We've had Sophie on saying my high point is getting to hear the two of you on the radio. What a
you
lovely
suck
girl.
up, Sophie. Come on.
What a lovely girl with great taste.
My low, I'm at work. In Bolton, I'm cleaning a car that goes to a farm every single day, and it is killing me. That is from Wes. Yeah, you don't want to be dealing with muddy tyres today. Have a break. Go and throw a satsuma at someone.
Hi, Matt and Molly. High point being on holiday. Low point, we're now on a 5-hour journey back from Wales to the Peak District. I mean, that is a long journey.
Yes,
That's
hello
a lot of us to listen to.
It
to be
is.
honest.
Brody, Fergus, Chris and Mama with the toot, toot, toots. I don't know what that means, but I've blindly read it out anyway. Also, you know I said earlier that people should just keep listening because of the Bryan Cranston thing, which, by the way, is in, 15, 20 minutes now? Steve and Joe on the M4 say, excuse me, Matthew and Molly, some of us have things to do and places to be, so we won't be changing our plans. I think you two should change your plans and wants. Sincerely, Steve and Joe on the M4. They say, P.S. fancy joining us at the pub? Here's what you need to do, Steve and Joe. You can take us with you using the BBC Radio iPlayer app, play it on loudspeaker in the pub. Everyone can enjoy Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Solving problems. All right.
Always.
Taylor Swift for you now. This is 22. It's Radio 1. You with Matt and Molly. Swifty and 22 on BBC Radio 1. How you feeling, Molly? What kind of age are you feeling right now? 22, younger, higher than that?
Higher, lower. I'm feeling lower.
Yeah, lower than 22.
I'm feeling about 21.
21.
Wild.
It's good. Thank you for all your texts on 81199.
We've had a text in here saying, hey, I'm feeling 23. Today is my birthday. Please can you say hello to my family and I? We're stuck in traffic. Oh no. On our way to a weekend away, hopefully filled with lots of food and gin. I hear you, Zoe. Zoe there from Hertfordshire.
Yeah, all the major food groups and gin. Thanks, Zoe. Good afternoon, guys. Right, big low point for me. I'd hoped to go and see my sister at her open day in Lambourne, but instead I'm stuck at work. On another note, could you please give a big shout out to all the team at Warren Great Rex Racing Yard? Consider it done. I hope that your open day goes well. Wish I could be there. Lots of love from Kaylee, who is Stacey's sister and a big fan of providing lots of information in text messages. It's really good stuff. So if you want to say hi today, 81199 is the number. The thing to look out for now is Bryan Cranston. He's going to be on the show in 10 minutes' time. Now, I don't want to give too much away, Molly, but tell me, how did you feel after Bryan Cranston came in?
I mean, I was so excited beforehand and I felt a bit gutted when he left.
Yeah. Gutted because you were no longer in the presence of the finest actor of his generation, or gutted because he'd absolutely pulled one over on you?
He pulled one right over me. Oh.
You can hear the prank Bryan Cranston pranking Molly. She had no idea what was going on. We'll do that in about 10 minutes here on BBC Radio 1. Also, Jumanji and B. Young's play in a second. First, at 1:30, it's time for Newsbeat with Hannah Morrison. Bryan Cranston, hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for joining us today. We went to see your movie, Isle of Dogs, at the cinema this week together.
Yes, we did.
Little co-presenting date. It was very nice.
The film's all about dogs. Are you a dog guy?
Love dogs.
Oh,
Love dogs.
they're the best, aren't they?
You know, when you think of the qualities of a dog, loyalty, playfulness, love, companionship, who wouldn't want that in your life? It's
Totally.
just, it's such a beautiful thing.
I know
and I
you
met
think-
your dog today.
Yes, well, my dog is in. This is the most exciting thing. This is my favourite day I've ever had at work because I got to bring my dog in. I was like, he's in a movie about dogs. I'm bringing my dog to work so Bryan Cranston can meet my dog.
But Matt, I've got to say here, that's not the only reason this is your best day ever. Brian, I don't want to scare you, but Matt literally is your number one fan. He's even brought a poster with him today. He's dying inside.
Oh, yeah, I've got something for you to sign later on, which I've never done in all the time that I've been on the radio. 8 years. I've never asked anyone to sign anything.
Really?
But I will be putting something
Not
in front
even
of
your
you.
contract.
Not even my
Not even-
contract. No, they don't
He
want to
hasn't
commit
got
to
a
me.
contract
They
yet.
don't- well, it's funny you should say that because thank you, Matt, for saying that. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been a big fan of yours for many years, actually.
Really?
Yes, I did a movie over here years ago, and my kids are like crazy for you guys in the Saturdays. And
No way.
Yeah,
That's
it's been fun.
Oh my
ridiculous.
gosh, that is
Yeah.
the best thing I have heard in years.
Really?
I feel so cool all of a sudden.
Is this a bad time for me to say that Molly hasn't seen Breaking Bad?
But I have
No,
seen
of course
I
she
have
has.
seen Malcolm in the Middle.
You haven't seen Breaking Bad?
Not all of it, I'm afraid.
Are you serious about the Saturdays then?
Yes, your sounds were so great. How you mixed all the sounds together. It was really terrific.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
So can you, what is your favourite Saturdays song? Do you have one that you like?
Gosh,
that
there's
comes
so
to
many.
mind?
I think Up is probably something that
Yeah, it's quite high energy.
it's a high
the
energy.
coolest moment of my life, literally.
So
Can
hang
you
on.
believe this?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I can't believe this.
I can't believe this.
We're meant to be talking about Bryan Cranston. We've had to talk about the Saturdays. Here's the thing. You'll never get this, but can you name one other member of the Saturdays?
You're really putting him on the spot
Well,
here.
there's Frankie, Rochelle, Una. Is it Victoria or
Vanessa.
Vanessa?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what have you heard these songs over and over again?
Over and over again.
So if Molly gave you a line from like "What About Us" or something, you might be able to continue that line.
I
Do you know
think-
that song?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. what's a,
Okay. Oh goodness, I can't remember a line right now. I'm dying.
Come on, what about
okay, what about this one? All fed up.
All Fired Up. So this is from the song All Fired
This
Up.
is from the song All
I'm
Fired
fired
Up.
up and I feel alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is insane.
This is the best moment ever.
So hang on, I'm a Bryan
Ever.
Cranston super fan.
Yeah.
And Bryan Cranston is a Saturdays super fan.
If only I was a fan of yours, this would be a whole triangle.
This would work. Now, do you know why I like Bryan?
Go on.
It's because I believe that he is the greatest actor of his generation. You
Yeah.
give him any role, he will absolutely nail it.
Thank
Yes.
you,
Do you
man.
know why I think that?
Go on.
Because we just gave him the role of being a Saturdays super fan. He's never heard of the Saturdays before.
You're lying.
No.
Oh. I hate you both officially. Brian, I thought we had bonded.
We did.
I can't believe you guys have just done this to me.
We've got someone in Brian's ear.
No
You can ask
way.
anything about the Saturdays. He knows the
Brian,
answer.
I thought we were like this.
Well, we are, but
I thought we were best
that's
pals.
me, that's you.
I love it so much.
I will listen now if that means anything.
I wouldn't bother. The band.
Oh no,
it's in the past, mate.
It's past.
I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about it.
We were also going to. I was going to be a little miffed that you hadn't seen Breaking Bad, and it's like, oh,
Well, do you know what, guys? I'm just gutted right now. That was my life made.
You were so happy. I always
I
thought
was
we shouldn't
so
reveal it.
happy. I know.
everyone knew the gag except you.
I know.
Brian, thanks so much for playing along with that. We're going to talk more to Brian about his movie Isle of Dogs next. We're still here with Bryan Cranston. Now, Bryan, you've been doing quite the promotional run with this movie, and I imagine that you're sick of talking about dogs and indeed the film. So Molly and I have put our heads together, and we've each written questions that we think you will never have been asked before.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
And if you've been asked it, then you can shut us down.
Okay.
You can say been asked.
Stop. Okay, no, go.
Bryan, do you brush your teeth before, after, or during your shower?
Usually after. Oh, but what a
You
great
said.
question.
Molly
That's
does.
fantastic.
Molly brushes her teeth in the shower, which I
No,
find
you don't.
I do.
You do not.
I do, with the electric toothbrush, which
Is
my
it-
mum then told me the other day was a hazard.
Well, it's a little battery. Are you actually using your free hand to wash yourself as you're...
Applying the conditioner
Yeah.
as I'm brushing my
Why
teeth.
would you brush your teeth in the shower?
Because I am always late. I'm just always late for
okay,
life. So this is really just
Take
getting
your
the
toothbrush
job
with
done.
you. Brush when you get to your destination.
Yeah, I should do it in the car, shouldn't I?
No,
Really?
don't do it in the car. Not while driving. You've never been asked that question before, though. That's a good
Never
question.
been asked.
Good
Very
question.
good, very good.
All right. What is your technique for saying hello to someone who
Hello.
you know... That's good. Who you know that you know, but you can't remember their name?
Oh, that happens a lot to me. I get a lot of people who go, hey!
Yeah, I bet.
So, and I don't know if it's a friend or acquaintance who I haven't seen in a while, or if it's a fan going, hey. So I have developed a policy, and my policy is I match the level of enthusiasm. So, for instance, say hello to me in any way you want.
Brian!
Molly!
That's how you greeted me when we came in
That's
earlier.
right. It's like,
Okay. What's your TV trash guilty pleasure, if you have one?
I've been asked that before.
Yeah, there you go.
Getting
Been asked that before.
getting kind of sloppy now.
Sorry.
Okay. When you are removing a jumper or like a jersey or a pullover or
Yeah.
something, do you go from the collar and up over the head, or do you go from the bottom and pull it up, sort of turning it inside out as you go?
Great question,
Thank
Matt.
you.
Very, very good question. I think it's a masculine, feminine type of answer.
Right, okay.
I pull it from the collar because
I'm with you.
I'm a guy.
Yeah.
And I think women cross their arms
True.
and pull it up from the bottom.
Why is that? The,
So
the arm
true.
crossing thing has never made sense to me. You're tying yourself in a knot and you're turning your jumper inside out.
Well, what? I don't understand why you guys would do it from there.
Because-
You're going to stretch the neck, surely.
We don't care about those things.
We're not going to stretch the neck. It's going the same route off as it went on. It's just going over our head.
No, you don't put a jumper on, holding the neck and squashing it all down.
Don't tell me how I put a jumper on. I'll tell you how to put a jumper on.
Oh, God, he's gone Heisenberg. That's a reference that won't make any sense to
Yeah.
Molly.
Okay, seeing as you liked that question, I've got one.
Go on.
What's the first item of clothing you put on?
The first item would be my underwear.
But
Or
the
is it-
socks?
No, I wouldn't put my
Socks
socks
first?
on first.
Why?
That's crazy talk.
What, socks last?
Well, no, I would put them on before my shoes.
Right. It's better than after shoes, I guess.
Do you do sock, shoe, or is it sock, shoe?
That was way better than my question.
Hang on. Say that again.
Do you do sock, shoe, or is it sock, shoe?
Okay.
And that is
there's-
not-
I think there is an answer here that if there is one answer which is okay and there's one answer which is going to
It's
paint you
not
as a
okay.
mad person.
I do sock, shoe.
I'm the same. Sock, shoe. Oscar, don't get so annoyed by that, all right? Sock, shoe. Surely there's no... The fact that you've asked that question makes me think that you're a sock, shoe guy.
I don't want to be predictable, Matt.
Oh, Brian, it's been an absolute joy having you in. Molly, are you going to promise to watch Breaking Bad now?
I honestly, I really am, especially because you're the #1 Saturdays fan. It's got to be done.
Huge Saturdays fan.
Brian,
Yes.
thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
That's Danny. That's Danny Bird with Ill Behaviour.
Smashed it.
Yes.
Not Danny Bride and I Behaviour, as we almost had you say. Seconds before that link went out. Danny Bride?
BBC Radio 1.
I'm so down with the kids, Matt.
Shout out to Danny Bird and indeed Danny's bride, if she's listening. Hello as well to Chris in Ipswich, who says, Molly, I brush my teeth in the shower and I've never known anyone else that does that.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, you and Chris.
Gosh. Okay, we've had one here from Cass's dead mate, Bryan Cranston, on BBC Radio 1 right now. What a legend.
He really is a legend. He's the best man ever. Paul Wilson agrees, who says, poor Molly. Mr. Cranston, though, what a guy. I mean, really, he is the best.
He really is. We've got one here. I've never laughed so hard in ages, but Molly, you have to watch Breaking Bad now, and Brian has to listen to all the Saturdays albums from Kevin. I know Kevin, right? He's in for a treat.
You're both in for a treat.
I mean,
he can
he's
wade
in
his
for a
way
bigger
through the
treat,
best
I'd
of the
say.
Saturdays. You can wade your way through Breaking Bad. You're going to love it. And also, Molly, we love you. You are our favourite. And that is from Bryan Cranston. No, it's not. It's from Siobhan and Caroline. I'm liking that one. What do you think? M.O., Mr. Easy and Lotto Boys, Bad Vibe.
And before that, we had Jonas Blue and Years and Years.
You're with Matt and Molly. This is Radio 1, and there is loads on the way, including music that sounds like this.
Rag and Bone Man claims he's only human. I don't think anyone was questioning it, were they? Seems suspicious.
Puth Langsford, Puth Jones, Puth Lorenzo, Charlie Puth.
And Drake has one dance, not to brag or anything, but I've got at least 10 from my time in Strictly.
It's good, this.
Love this. Stop dancing, Matt.
Sorry.
That's Meghan Trainor, No Excuses.
Matt Edmondson and Molly King.
I have no excuses for that dancing either. I'm so sorry.
Don't do it in public.
I
That's all I'm gonna
apologise
say.
to everyone. All right, it's Matt and Molly. This is Radio 1. Thank you for all of your lovely messages today. We hope your bank holiday weekend is kicking off in just the way you want it to. So, Molly, there's something we need to talk about. Yesterday, we were having a chat, and you said one of my favourite sentences I've ever heard a human being say. Do you want to say it, or shall I?
All I said was, I don't like holding small things in my hands. What's weird about that?
Well, it's very strange. It's going to make a lot of people feel very insecure. You don't like holding small things in your hands. What do you mean by that? How small are we talking?
Like a marble or just a pea, like, you know, a garden pea.
Firstly, no one refers to it as a garden pea, apart from Molly King. You know, like a garden pea that the butler picks out and plays, you know, like the one that was under my mattress all those years ago. A garden pea.
If you've had a roast dinner,
Yeah.
right, and you're clearing up, and there's one pea that's fallen off the plate.
Right.
Oh, it's a nightmare. Who's going to get it?
Well, hang on, you just don't like the idea of picking that pea up and holding it in your hand.
No, it's awful.
What's not to like?
It's too small.
She doesn't like small things in her hands, all right? Stop questioning it. All right, talk me through like the top 3 worst offenders. We have the pea in there. What else?
Oh, definitely the marble.
Marble. What's offensive about marble? What's wrong with it?
I just don't know. It's just too small. You just don't know where it's been. Do you know what
I
I
like
mean?
that all roads lead to it's too small.
It's also the texture of things. Like, I don't like small rubbers. Like, you know, a pencil with a rubber on the top?
Yes.
If that rubber ever falls out,
Right.
that's never getting picked up.
Oh my goodness me, I love that that's stressing you out. Okay, so the top 3, are we saying are pea, marble and the rubber from a pencil?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Can we do a little search around the office for small things? I want to see just how small we can go, or how big, where the threshold is, based on the statement, I don't like holding small things in my hand. Okay, right, we've got someone going out getting small things. Right, this is new now from Sam Smith and Logic. It's Pray.
Matt Edmondson and Molly King. BBC Radio 1.
All right, Molly, you ready for this then?
I'm ready.
It's a feature that we are in an ad hoc way calling All the Small Things. Yesterday, Molly made the statement which was...
I don't like holding small things in my hand.
Okay, we've been around the office to look for some small things. By the way, you're not alone here, Molly.
I know, I've seen the text. There's loads of them. Ryan here completely agrees. He says, I'm the same. I can't eat small things such as Tic Tacs, chocolate M&Ms, Polos, Cheerios. Makes me sick. Actually, so scared.
Hang on, I had a bag of minstrels at the cinema the other day, and
Yeah.
you were going in on those.
Well, I was pouring them out a few at a time.
Oh, okay, so multiple items fine.
Multiple is fine.
A single minstrel you couldn't have dealt with?
Never.
Okay. James, who's driving up for a week in Derbyshire, says she should get some special tongs made. Imagine that, yeah. Would you like a mint, Molly? Yes, let me get my mint tongs out.
What an idea.
Oh, Zoe's been in, look.
Oh yeah, she says she has the same phobia. Like small coins, buttons, or anything small makes me want to puke. Yes, you know what's the worst? When you find a small coin at the bottom of your bag.
Right.
Ooh.
Absolute nightmare, guys. Nightmare.
You've got to tip the whole bag upside down.
All right, I've got some small things. Close your eyes, please. I'm going to put them into your hand. I'd like your reaction. We'll start with the biggest thing, and it is this. Open your eyes.
Okay, this is fine.
That's fine.
It's
That
a battery,
is
isn't it?
a battery. That's
is
a battery.
fine.
It's a standard AA. Could you do a AAA, or is that too small?
AAA is fine because it's the shape. The shape is fine.
Okay, fine. So anything cylindrical, we're fine with.
We're fine with.
More relief.
Well,
All right.
although Tic Tac is not fine.
No?
No, too
All right.
small.
You keep changing the rules here. All right, next item. How do you feel about that?
It's too small.
It's too small.
Is it a ring?
It's a ring.
Oh, it's way too small, that.
Really? Hang on, you don't like the feel of a ring?
That's why I need a massive rock one day.
Oh, okay. Future husband, listen up. She needs something that is big, all right? Okay, next item. Let me go for this one. I don't think you're going to like that.
Oh my God, that's so small. What is that?
That is a piece of chewing gum.
Oh no. See, if I mean, I like chewing gum, but I have to like slide it up the wrapper and just shove it in.
Okay. Close your eyes again, please. Next up, we have this.
Oh, it's a 1p piece. It's too small.
Hang on,
Too
what?
small.
You can't not like a 1p piece. How are you functioning?
I knew that because I could tell by the weight of it. Too small, way too small.
Hang on, what do you do with pennies then? If someone says, oh, here's a penny change, you go, keep it, mate. Too small.
Well, you've got to take care of the pennies, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, what do? You just pick it up with the tongs. All right, hand out. Let's do another one.
tongs out,
Let's do
yeah.
another one. I think this is going to be the worst. Oh, hang on, it's fallen off your hand. Go on.
Why is it
Have a little feel.
I can feel it. It's so light.
Yeah?
Oh no! I know what that is. Is it a blueberry?
It's a blueberry.
I hate those.
Cold small?
Do you know what? I love the taste, which is really annoying, but that's too small and the texture is awful.
Okay, all right, let's do one more.
How many of these are
Let's do
there?
one more thing, all right? One more thing. How do you
Hairs are
feel?
standing up.
How do you feel about this? That's really small.
Oh my gosh, that is awful. Is that a...
It's half a paracetamol. How do you feel about?
It's way too small.
Don't like it, too small
way
for
too
you.
small.
Okay.
Oh, that's awful.
So what I've learned is battery fine.
Yeah.
Blueberry absolutely not
Nightmare.
fine. Pushing the boundaries of radio there by putting small things into Molly King's hand.
Oh, that was not fun for me.
Oh look, Kevin sent us in a bit of a stat. Hi, Kevin. Have you got that? Can you see that one from Kevin?
Oh, here we go. Yes. Sorry. Microphobia is a fear of small things. That's what I've got.
You've
Thank
got
you,
it.
Kevin.
But you don't mind the small things away from your hand. It's only if they're in your hand you're not
Oh,
keen.
yeah, I can look at them.
Yeah, fine. You can be surrounded by as many small things as you want, but when they get into your palm, you're having none of
Oh,
it.
it's a nightmare.
How does Molly eat her blueberries then, is a question that someone's texted in here. That is a very good question. I'd
Very
like to know the
good.
answer to that, please.
I have to grab about 3 at one time.
Okay, so 3 is the absolute minimum.
You know what's even worse than a blueberry?
Go on.
A pomegranate. Nightmare. Literally nightmare. We've got one here. My work colleague Claire can't stand peas. It's a genuine fear. She doesn't trust the way they roll. Yeah, I totally hear that. It's the way they roll.
Yeah, that's just how they roll. Okay. You can feel more with your fingertips. Could Molly pick up blueberries with just her fingertips, even though they're included as part of the hand?
Ooh. Well, when we were doing that game just now, you were definitely putting them in the palm.
I was putting them in the palm of your hand, yeah.
Because then you feel them less, don't you? I mean,
You couldn't do the fingertips, you
I
don't
couldn't
think?
do the fingertips.
No,
No.
okay, all right.
Really pushing it too far.
So Dan's been on as well. He's at Claybrook painting on Good Friday. He says, boo-hoo. He's saying, stop, guys, I am crying. Half a paracetamol, bursting my ribs laughing. Poor Molly. How do you deal with taking paracetamol or ibuprofen? What do you do?
Oh, you put them in the palm and just
Go straight. You put them in someone else's palm and have them feed you like a sugar cube in a horse. Well, this is very unusual, but you know what? I like learning new things about you.
Thanks, Matt, and you.
No worries.
Coming up, we've got music from James Bay, but right now at 2:30, it's Newsbeat with Hannah Morrison.
Right, Molly, do you fancy a game?
Always.
That's ideal because Stefan Powell is in the building. Hello, Stefan.
Hello there. We are all right?
Very good. How are you?
Bit nervous, to be honest with you, Molly. Stag doing it.
Yes, he's off the table. You can't take him anymore. Stop writing letters,
Damn
ladies.
it.
Stefan is a taken man.
Sorry, ladies. As you can tell, I'm a bit introvert today because I'm a bit,
Yeah, so what do you know about the stag do?
nothing.
You know some things. You know that get this right, Stefan is going on a stag do with 29 men.
Yes.
I
Wow.
don't know 29 people. Do you know 29 people?
No.
I don't know 29 people that I'd be comfortable putting on a plane and taking off with somewhere. And you're going somewhere in Europe.
I've just been told to bring a passport.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
And you know no other information.
Nothing. I don't even know if it's going to be hot, it's going to be cold. Ask what to pack, and they said casual clothes. What does that mean?
That means you're going to be wearing an outfit that they've decided.
Definitely,
They don't care
yeah.
what you're going to wear.
You're in an outfit for sure.
All right, let's play initial reaction. Stefan, remind us, please, of the rules.
Okay, so I'm taking my Twitter feed, taking the top tweet, and I'm going to look at the first and last letter of that tweet to give us a set of initials. The first person to shout out a celebrity name with those initials gets the point. Make sense?
Yes.
Got it.
Now, if I remember last time, Molly, things didn't go particularly well for you in this one.
Things didn't go well at all, did they?
Some people would describe you as being bad at this game.
So that's the game. It's Matt v Molly, and let's see who gets the better of the other one today. The first set of initials are BW. BW.
Bill Withers. Come on.
Hello.
Bill Withers. You have to explain who these people are, remember, Molly?
He is old school and he is a singer.
William Harrison Withers Jr., affectionately known as Bill Withers, is a famous American singer-songwriter and musician, of course, who recorded
you.
songs like Lean on Me, Ain't No Sunshine, Use
Thank
Me,
you.
Just the Two of Us, Lovely Day. He's also in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy behind A Lovely Day.
Lovely day. Lovely day.
It's a very long note, eh? Keeps going, right? It's that guy.
Bill Withers.
There you go.
That is enough for a point for Molly to take the lead in today's initial reaction. Fast answer as well.
Yes.
Come on, Molly.
You did miss out on a couple of big BWs.
Brian Wilson.
Matt, it's too late now, mate.
Okay.
Bruce Willis could have also had.
Oh, yes.
Could have had Ben Whishaw,
Yes.
actor.
Ben Shaw.
Or without.
Anyway, Bill Withers was enough.
I'm sorry?
How did nobody laugh at
Ben
that?
Whishaw or without? Ben, I don't understand. Break it down.
Like Ben Withshaw, you know, the deodorant.
His name isn't Ben Withshaw. His name is Ben Whishaw.
Oh, it's called a joke, Matt.
Well, anyway, so Molly's taken the lead in today's initial reaction. She leads us 1-0.
We're going to play a song. We'll come back. More initial reaction next. All right, we're playing initial reaction. Stefan, remind us, please, of the scores.
Please do.
Well, as Molly's just sort of suggested there, she's actually ahead. She's leading us 1-0 so far, and Matt is on 0 points.
All right, let's play on. Remind us, how do we play the game, Stefan?
Okay, so I'm taking my Twitter feed, taking the top tweet and looking at the first and last letters of a tweet, and that gives us a set of initials. The first person to shout out a celebrity with those initials gets the point. And the next set of initials are TJ.
Tom Jones.
Oh, come on.
Molly is on fire!
Now, I know who Tom Jones is now. Pray tell.
So obviously judge on The Voice, and he's an absolute superstar, global superstar.
Well, Tom Jones for Molly means that she takes a 2-0 lead.
I
in
can't believe
today's
this is
game.
happening.
This is really stressful.
Other TJs you could have had.
Toby Jones,
Toby Jones, phenomenal actor, Toby Jones.
terrific actor.
For all you history fans out there, you could have had Thomas Jefferson, former US president, or Tommy Jones, I would have accepted, sometimes known as Tommy Lee Jones in
Oh,
films,
yes.
the old school actor. Anyway, all that doesn't mean anything because Tom Jones was a good answer from Molly, giving her a 2-0 lead in today's game of initial
This is so frustrating.
I thought we finish on 2, don't we?
All right, come on!
The next set of initials are W-A.
Will Arnett. Will Arnett.
Oh!
He's a fantastic actor. He's in Arrested Development, plays Job, and he's also the voice of Lego Batman.
Yeah, he's also, of course, the bad guy in Blades of Glory, if you remember that hilarious film from 2007. So Will Arnett is a good answer and gets Matt back in the game.
Yes.
The score is now 2-1.
Who else could we have had for W.A.?
Well, some of the other WAs you could have had famous film director Wes Anderson, of course.
Yeah, we went to see
We
his
went to see
film.
his film, didn't we?
Isle of Dogs.
But actually, to be fair, WA is a pretty difficult category, so Will Arnett is a really good answer.
Thanks
well
very much.
So the scores, they are Molly 2, Matt 1.
Let's keep
Come
playing.
on, King, you're still in the lead.
Okay, here we go. And the next set of initials are N-D.
Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond, of course, a singer, very famous singer, very popular in the, I'm going to say, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, Neil Leslie Diamond, who's now 77 years old, a famous American singer, songwriter, musician and actor. To be fair, he's done loads of things.
All right, it is time for the decider. I need a minute just to calm down because I'm getting hot and sweaty. Anyone else need to take a layer off? This is ridiculous. We'll come back. We'll do the final of initial reaction next. You join us at a very tense moment. Stefan, please explain the mood in the room.
Well, it's difficult to explain, really. Just if you could see the sweat, if you could see the steam pouring out from their heads as they sort of stress and get ready for this final, possibly defining moment, not just in the relationship between these two, but the nature of this very programme and this very game.
Yeah.
A lot is on the line
Career
here, ladies and
defining,
gentlemen.
I'd say.
It might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those successful hits you had with the Saturdays out the window if you win this, Molly.
Can you name one of them, Stefan?
Of course I can, but too many to mention. Moving on.
Right, come on, Stefan.
The
Come on,
scores,
Stefan, give it to us.
as they currently stand, are Molly, 2 points. Matt Edmondson, 2 points, meaning whoever gets this right wins today's initial reaction.
Come
Okay,
on, Molly.
right, let's do this.
And the initials are O-R. O-R. 5, 4.
Otis Redding.
Before we get too overexcited, please, Molly, who is Otis Redding?
Sitting on the dock of the bay. That's what he is. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely. Firstly, I want to thank my mum for how much she's been there for me and my dad. Sisters, everybody, the family. You know, there's so many. Everyone at the academy, you know, who supported me all the way. Radio 1.
She hasn't mentioned the other Saturdays yet.
All the girls.
Just to sort of paint a picture for the people at home, Matt sort of threw himself to the floor as if he'd been shot, and Molly sort of stood up, punching the air, sort of not really knowing what to do. She was that excited, couldn't really express
It was
it in a
that
physical
much
manner.
shock.
I honestly cannot tell you how annoyed I am. I cannot tell you. Otis Redding. Was there anyone else with OR?
To be fair, I was getting ready psychologically to move on to the next round because I thought it was a particularly difficult one. Otis Redding is probably the only real, famous name in there that, you'd know. You might get Oliver Reed, who was a very famous actor who appeared in Gladiator. But yeah, I think that was it.
Matt, how do you feel?
I feel genuinely terrible.
I mean, you should.
But my hat is off to you. Congratulations. I'm really annoyed that you are going to be leaving Radio 1 because I feel like I want a rematch.
It does mean the scores are sort of overall
No,
one apiece.
Stefan. I don't
that
think
is
so.
true, actually. It's a very good point. It is one apiece.
I'm here, to provide facts.
But the problem is, say you're watching tennis, you don't say, if Andy Murray's won Wimbledon, you don't then say, but, Federer won the Australian Open. Nobody cares. It's about that time.
You're only as good as your last match, is what
Thank
you're saying,
you.
Molly.
That
Thank
is
you.
what I'm trying to get to.
Got there in the end.
That is what I'm trying to get to. Thank you, Stefan.
That's okay.
I was going on a bit of a ramble because I'm emotional. It's a big deal, this.
Well, Stefan, Thanks so much.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for having me again.
Good luck on that stag do.
I think I'm going to need it. Thank you.
You're still annoyed about me winning, aren't you?
Yeah, stop mentioning it.
Loads of music on the way. It sounds like this.
He's added the letter F to his favourite sea creature. Calvin Harris is here with Feels.
History has been split into two epochs, pre-Malone and post-Malone.
And we'll have 5 seconds of summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
BBC Radio 1.
That's Tom Grennan with Sober.
Matt Edmondson and Molly King.
You're with Matt and Molly. This is Radio 1, and I've just about cooled down after initial reaction.
Whew.
It was a big one, and it was a deserved win for you, Molly.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
I know I didn't take it well at the time, but I've gotten over it now, and it's fine. It is 1-1.
It's not.
It is. That's the score. You can't mess around with it.
Matt. I'm sorry.
The first time we played Initial Reaction, I noticed something about you, and I wasn't going to mention it, but now I feel like I have to bring it up. Which is that you are a third-person talker. You always talk about yourself using your own name.
I have to big myself up because no one else is going to do it, so...
Yeah, but you could say, I'm on fire. Instead, what you chose to say was... Oh, come on!
Molly is on fire!
Molly is on fire!
Well, no one else was going to say it, were they? Let's be honest.
And it's
Nobody.
It's not just the first name. You also got involved with calling yourself King. Let's keep
Come
playing.
on, King, you're still in the lead.
Don't wander around calling yourself King.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's ridiculous.
It's when you're so in that zone, you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's true. The game takes over you.
It does, doesn't it?
We've got a little text here from someone who says... Oh, it's Charlie the Trucker who says, can I have some new eardrums after that screaming from Molly? You did take the win very graciously.
I'm so sorry, Charles. Sincerest apologies.
Yeah, sorry to any dogs listening as well.
The devil took over me. I don't know what happened.
I actually have taken the liberty of slowing that down, and I reckon it sounds so much like Whale song. Have a listen. That's like whales communicating. This is real whale noise, by the way. The whale community is like, oh, Molly's just won another game of Initial Reaction. Come on, the King.
Shouting out to all the whales out there listening.
Exactly. I can imagine the next Attenborough series starting with something like this.
Home to the biggest animal that exists or has ever existed. The blue whale.
This is you now.
I can't tell which is me and the whale.
Just an extraordinary celebration.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I should never play games. I'm sorry.
No, I like it. What I am slightly worried about is that I'm doing a board games night at my house tomorrow and you're coming. You have to warn the other guests.
You're definitely going to text me later and say it's been cancelled, aren't you?
The King is out in town. All right. Well, as long as you promise to calm things down, that's okay.
I mean, I'll try, but it's just a bad thing. I'm sorry.
Shout out to the whales.
Home to the biggest animal that exists or has ever existed. The blue whale.
Sounding my best there.
Really good. Changing my ringtone immediately for when you send me a text. So,
I love being compared to a whale.
Calvin Harris now and Katy Perry with Pharrell and Big Sean, It's Feels. This is such a good song.
Such a tune.
Love Paramore. That is Hard Times. It's BBC Radio 1, you're with Matt and Molly. And Molly sounds more like Donkey Kong. Says Chloe. Jordan Salisbury. This is only when you're slowed down, remember?
Oh, sure.
The rest of the time, just normal, just very high-pitched. Also, oh no, Molly, my number one peeve is people talking about themselves in third person. What does Molly think of that?
I mean, Molly thinks that's really silly.
Is it
I only do it when I'm bigging myself up.
I was
okay?
going to say, you only do it in like the height of passion and emotion.
Exactly.
You're like, Molly needs to say something in third person. Let's keep
Come on,
playing.
King, you're still in the lead.
Come on, King. Oh, come on.
Molly is on fire!
Yes, she is.
Can I just hear what it would sound like then, Matt, if you said, Molly, you're on fire?
Molly, you're on fire.
It doesn't sound as good.
No, it's because I sound sarcastic when I'm saying it.
I know, you are.
It's because I'm still miffed about you winning the game. All right. No more third person. Can we agree to that?
Oh, Molly agrees.
BBC Radio 1.
It's Matt and Molly. This is Radio 1. How is your bank holiday weekend going? If you want to say hi, 81199. We've had a little visit from our very own Easter Bunny, Molly.
We have, haven't we?
Our big boss, Alid, has been in. He's been delivering eggs that are mini, left, right and centre. A bag for everybody, please. A bag for everybody. We're not eating them in the studio if you are an official person listening. Have you taken personal offence to this, Molly? Because they are eggs that are mini.
Well, do you know what? You're winning, though, if they're chocolate, because that means you just throw them all in at once, doesn't it?
But what I mean is they're a small thing
I
that
know
go
they
in
are.
your hand. Well, Producer Will's going to put an egg in your hand now. Give us your honest reaction to that.
My honest reaction is that I need to throw a few more into the mix and just throw them all in my mouth.
Really? Can you try and eat one on its own, or will that be too stressful?
I can't, especially because Will's...
He touched this one,
he
yeah.
touched it.
And he's
That's nothing against Will, but...
he's famously, that's everything against Will. He's famously a man who doesn't wash his hands after using the loo. We've all heard the rumours.
Hey!
We've heard the rumours. All right, I like it. It's both good and bad. From Big Boss
Will.
Alid. He's given you treats, but they're too small for you. They're
not
too
small. I'm going to throw them in all in at once.
All right. Okay, it's time for a bit of Armin van Buuren now and Trevor Guthrie. This is what it feels like. Hi, Jam.
Hello.
Thanks for being here. I know that you enjoy a game with you versus Molly.
I'd much rather be in the Quizmaster with you versus Molly. There seems to be much more fireworks.
Well, sadly, that is not the dynamic today. We've agreed to not go against each other in games. Just for a while, it gets too tense.
It did get a little heated last Saturday, I have to say.
Yeah, and today we played Initial Reaction, and it was bad. I don't want to talk about it. What I do want to do, though, is play a
Guess
game.
who won, Mr. Jam?
You won.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah. What I do want to play is a game called Backtrack, and the rules
I'd
are
much
very
rather
simple.
talk about you losing, Matt.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. The game is called Backtrack, and here's how it works. I am going to read you the lyrics of a well-known song, a song that you've heard on Radio 1 lots. Mm-hmm. One word at a time, backwards. You
Wow.
call out your name when you can identify either the name of the song or the artist.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Ready.
Okay. You, for, place, the, just, got, I, know, you, girl, Jumanji, life, live.
Jam.
Yes?
Be young, Jumanji.
Yes, it's Be Young and Jumanji. Of course it is.
Yes.
What word gave it away?
Jumanji.
Oh, that would have been that one. Sure. There's always a clue somewhere, isn't there?
Please tell me that all of them are a bit like this.
You get a point for that. Very good. All right. Next up. Before, here, been, we haven't. Pouring is rain, the. Morning, the, into, its. Door, my, at, upturning. Insane looking you. Shame, no, got you have. SDNEI.
Family friends.
That's not your name. Your name's Molly King, but I will accept the answer.
Yes.
Yes, it's Anne-Marie and Marshmallow with Friends. Very good. Again, it took the moment I spelt Friends backwards.
I mean, the problem is, Matt, is it just sounds like you've had one too many and you've left a voicemail. That's what it sounds like.
It does sound like that. Here comes the next one. Way, you're heading, love, it's, no you. Veins, bloody, your through
Molly.
running. Yes, Molly.
It's George Ezra.
Yes, it's George Ezra. And Paradise. If it's a paradise.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. All right, next up. G. It got. Ongoing. It got. We. Yeah. It's no you. It's no you. Finesse. In dripping. Here. Out.
Jam.
Yes.
Bruno Mars, Cardi B, Finesse the Remix.
Yes, that is right. Very, very good work. It is 2-2. This is the decider.
Ooh.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Why am I now taking this so seriously? I came in to play a lovely game before I do the chart, and now I'm feeling tense.
Here we go.
You're feeling the pressure, aren't you?
I want you to win, Molly.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Jam. I want me to win too.
Do you know what?
What a cop-out, by the way, Jam.
No.
I want you to win.
No, I do want her to win. Because then it's a full winning. No, it's a full winning day for you.
Give me 5.
High five.
Good man. What a man.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Right, here we go.
Is that because you lost earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
I. Yeah. Me. On wishing, they. Wishing, and wishing, and wishing, and wishing. They that. Things.
Jam.
Yes, Jam.
No jam. No jam. No.
Do I be really competitive and take the point? Let me just quickly say a prayer and have a think about what I do. Oh, I've forgotten
Take the point.
answer. I've forgotten the answer.
Take
Molly,
the
do you know
point,
it?
Jam.
I mean, I is it called prayer?
No!
It's Drake, God's plan.
Yes, it's Drake God's plan.
Oh, no.
Mr. Jam.
Mr.
When's
Jam,
that?
you were trying to throw me off in the wrong way.
No, I wasn't trying to give you a clue.
I gave you a clue.
Better clues next time, Mr. Jam. Better.
How many of the tracks do you know that Radio 1 are playing at the moment that would be useful
I know.
towards?
What she wanted
It
was
could
you
have
to
been
give her the
Madonna.
answer.
I nearly did.
Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Jam, congratulations, you have won the game.
Thank you.
What can we
Well done,
expect
Mr.
from your
Jam.
show at 4 o'clock today?
You can expect the 40 biggest records that you have been streaming and buying in your hundreds of thousands. The brand new chart.
Lovely. Molly and I are back tomorrow at 1 and Jam's up next.